All right, so this is about as warm as this truck's gonna get because it's a diesel at idle with a mechanical fan. So we're not really seeing, not really seeing any real changes here. This isn't the best gauge. You can see there's a little bit of fluctuation, but again, this isn't really a high-end gauge, so I'm not too concerned about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pump it up a little bit more and just make sure that it holds. Okay, so it looks like it's holding. I'm gonna let it hold for about 5 minutes. I'll be back with you guys. All right, so we're back. Looks like it's holding steady here. You can also, if you have a much nicer gauge than this, you could also perform this test overnight. Well, on a completely cold engine, you can bring her up to the rating on the cap here, which says 15, and then you can check it back after 24 hours, and that will let you identify any leaks, because the air pressure here will cause fluid to leak out if there is a leak overnight. And it'll also let you, well, basically that if there's a leak, there's a coolant integrity issue, your system won't build pressure, instead it's going to push coolant out any leaks. So we're going to go ahead and bring this down. I'm going to show you how I personally do it. So we're going to go down really slow on this bleeder with the engine running to make sure everything stays circulating and prevent flash boil. So I'm going to put you here. Well, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm just going to barely move this apparatus here. I don't know if you can hear that. And that's just slowly bleeding off pressure. And I'm gonna do that very slowly and gradually in order to bring it down. And on this truck in particular, I'm watching right here. There's a channel right here on the interior, and I'm watching to make sure I don't push coolant out. And this is how I'm doing it, just very slowly. Now, this is a diesel, so it's not really warm enough for it to actually be a genuine problem. So I could probably just slam this open, but this is just how I do it. If you're working on a car, I typically take about 3 to 5 minutes to bring the pressure down on these, just because, again, you don't want to flash anything to steam. You want to give everything a chance to circulate and cool properly. You can actually see here if you watch the level. So, but again, because it's a diesel and it's only running about like 170 degrees, it's not really going to care. And then we take it down all the way. And then at that point, I go ahead and squeeze it to let off any extra pressure. And then as I'm squeezing it, I remove this. And then this is a direct pass, so I don't have to worry about pressure building up again.